Hello and welcome to TRM. Today I want to share my review of the movie Smile. The director of this movie is Parker Finn. He is a really young director, he's only 35 and this is his first featured film, and I have to say it is impressive for a first job. The actors of this movie are Sosie Bacon, who is Kevin Bacon's daughter. We also have Jessie Usher, and I mentioned him because he's one of my favorite characters on the TV show The Boys as the A-Train. And we also have Penn, who you might know from Harold and Kumar. The story of this movie is about a therapist by the name of Rosie. One day she has a patient, and this patient says that she's seeing this weird thing. Something goes into other people and it smiles back at her. It is really creepy. And then all of a sudden this girl kills herself in a brutal way with a smile on her face in front of Rosie. And it turns out that she only has a few days to find a way to survive this. So things get worse and worse. The story of the movie is really good. I can't remember many horror movies that had an engaging story. You know, the premise itself is scary. It didn't need any jump scares to be scary. The premise itself was so creepy and scary at its essence that it didn't need to have some jump scares. The movie had some jump scares, you know, they were justified. Sometimes they were a bit predictable, but most of the jump scares really worked. But as I said, the premise was so great, and as the movie went on in the first act and the second act, it just kept getting better and better. But you know, I have something negative to say here, but to be honest, I don't have a suggestion to make it better. I might come out as a douchebag when you're listening to my podcast. The third act of the movie was so cliche and stereotypical. It could have been much better. When I said that I might sound like a douchebag, it was because I don't really have any other suggestions. I don't know what would made it better. All I know was that the first two acts of the movie, they were much superior than the third act. You know, in the third act, it was just a big CGI monster, scary, that was not even scary, and that's it. That's a fight, and you know, the movie ends here. Maybe if the whole movie ended in a different way, could have been better. I really don't know what would make it better, but the only thing I know is that the first two acts of the movie were much better. I really enjoyed this movie. It was entertaining, it was satisfying, it was engaging. You know, I'm not a fan of horror movies, I said that before, but when a horror movie has a good story, like for example the movie Get Out, I'm really engaged and I'm invested to watch all of it. And I have to also mention, for the first featured film of Parker Finn, this was brilliant, this was great. Especially the camera work, I have to say, it was really good. You know, it was scary in a way that Jeremy Jahns said in his, and yeah, I forgot to say that the actors also, they did a good job, especially the lead. Sosie Bacon had to break down little by little as the movie went on, and she did a good job. She did a great job actually. And yeah, that's it. I really hope Parker Finn does not stop here and keeps on making these movies, because we need scary movies these days that are more than just jump scares. Thank you for listening to my voice. Tell me, what did you think about the movie Smile? Comment your thoughts and opinions down below, and what would you change about the third act of the movie? Yeah, that's it. Thanks. Bye.